Hello, welcome. My name is Tonja Reichley, and I am delighted to be teaching and on the faculty of Ritual Craft Online School. I would love to share a little bit about myself, as well as my passions and what you can expect when you take a class with me. I am a herbalist. I've been practicing herbalism for about 20 years. I went to the Rocky Mountain Center of Botanical Studies in Boulder, Colorado, and then I also have studied in depth in Ireland with a traditional Irish herbalist. I'm also a ritualist and a priestess. I lead public rituals around the Sabbats, around any rite of passage ceremony. I also have several circles here in Denver that I priestess. I lead full moon ceremonies, and I also take groups to Ireland on pilgrimage journeys, on sacred journeys. And I have a 2-week herb school that I lead in Ireland as well, which is a wonderful way to integrate, to learn, eat, drink, and sleep with the herbs. That is a way that I initially learned, and it's an old way to remember and deepen into our connection not only with the herbs, but with the land. So join me in Ireland, please. I'm also an author. I wrote an oracle deck dedicated to Bridget. Bridget is an Irish goddess and saint, and these cards are a heart journey, a heart love for her. And I also wrote, this came out last year, Wild Irish Roots, which is a seasonal guidebook. It's based on the Wheel of the Year, and it is a journey through deepening into our own rhythms, through mirroring the rhythms of the solar cycles, the lunar cycles, the growing cycles of the herbs, and the rituals that we celebrate and that our ancestors have celebrated for thousands and thousands of years through the mists of time. So really deepening into our connection with our ancestors and with our place of belonging. So some of my passions, of course, I'm a herbalist, so I'm very passionate about herbs. I'm passionate about herbs as these ancient, timeless thresholds that we can move through to connect to our own healing, to connect to our own vitality, and to connect to the magic all around us. Herbs are children of Mother Nature, and herbs are magic. So deepening into herbs and helping us to remember how to listen to the herbs and how to open our intuition so that we are speaking the language of the herbs and the trees and the land itself. I'm also very passionate about our native European traditions and reclaiming the power of these traditions. They have gotten lost through time, and it is now so essential that we relook and reclaim, and through that remember the richness of these traditions and stop appropriating other traditions. We have our own wonderful ceremonies and our own wonderful words and plants that nourish us and have nourished us physically, metaphysically, magically, and spiritually. So I'm very passionate about helping people remember our native European roots. I live part-time in Ireland. This is actually a castle that's in my village in Ireland. It's called Dungora Castle. I live in Kinvara, which is on Galway Bay on the west coast. And I love sharing this land with people. We have such a deep resonance with Ireland because so many of us have Irish roots through the ages, more recent ages when you look at the whole scope of human existence. So I'm very passionate about helping us to remember through the herbs, through the mythology, through the goddesses, all that we have in our heritage. I am passionate about having, asking, calling in our ancestors as our guides and as our teachers. So we do a lot of ancestral work in my classes as well. When you take a class with me, There are three different main components to my class structure. I will have a video component, which will incorporate some hands-on aspects of learning. I believe a big part of learning is by doing. And so we will be working closely with the plants themselves. We'll be working closely with products and potions that we create using crystals and herbs and essential oils by working with the rhythms of the moon and cycle with the moon. So the video portion may include some videos when I'm in Ireland. I spend half of the year in Ireland, so I hope to take you to some wild edges there in person to learn and to receive. The second part of each of my classes will include an audio component, and this will be a guided journey of some sort. It's an audio guided journey that will help you deepen into the subject matter. I work a lot with the elements, air, fire, water, and earth, herbs that align with the elements, goddesses, and gods that align with the elements. And I believe the best way, one of the best ways to get to know these energies is through our own intuition and to be guided through that. So I will guide us through a meditation. And then the third component will be the written component. The written component will be a plethora of information around the topic by chapter, so it'll be neatly organized for you, and it also will have reflection questions and actions for you to take so that you are actually putting into practice what we are considering and what we are learning together on this journey. And there will also be lots of recipes. I'm very passionate about helping people simplify the art of magic and herbalism, and so lots of potions that you can do on your own as well. I hope you were able to join me for a class. I'm excited about my offerings. I will be doing a Botanica Magica offering, which will work through the elements and magic components of each of those, incorporating the herbs as gateways and portals. And I'm going to be doing a Celtic Lunaria class, which is a reflection of the moon rituals, moon energies, gardening and potion making, spell crafting with each of the cycles of the moon. I also will be doing an alchemy class about aromatherapy. So working with the magical properties of aromatherapy for spell work, charms, and invocations as well. I do practice the Druid tradition. I am a Druid when I walk in the land, on the land in Ireland, and which is where the Druids are from. And I love to share the rituals and herbs of each of the seasons through the Druidic tradition. So I hope to see you soon, and lots of love. Thank you.